Hey, my name is Lee Wilkes. I'm a real estate appraiser in Savannah, Georgia, and I've been an FHA appraiser for about 15 years or so. And today I'm going to talk with you about how to prepare for an FHA appraisal. It's pretty straightforward. There are some things you can do to make it easier on the appraiser and to make the appraisal process go a lot more smoothly. I'm going to be referring to my notes, so you may see me looking back and forth at these. One thing about FHA appraisals is FHA is very strict. They have very certain guidelines that we have to meet in the inspection and the appraisal process. I'm going to outline a few of these for you just to make things easier. The utilities need to be turned on. All the appliances, oven, etc. need to be working. There should be proper drainage around the house. We're going to make sure that the water is not standing or pooling around the house. Attics and crawl spaces, please make these accessible as possible. I'm going to go into the attic just briefly and just do sort of a head and shoulders inspection of the crawl space, and we'll take pictures of both of those. In fact, we're going to take pictures of every room in the house. Some other things FHA is going to look for, some of the big items, water heater. You want to make sure that the water heater meets local code. And in Savannah, basically that just means it needs to have a drip valve that goes outside, and it needs to be stable. There are a few other items, but that's the big thing: stable drip valve, and also a temperature and pressure relief valve. And that's just the valve on the side that allows the water to expand and leave the tank should it become overheated. A couple other things FHA is going to look for: junction boxes, especially in the attic and in the crawl space if there is one. If these are uncovered, they just need to be covered up. That's a really easy fix. A couple of dollars at Home Depot will have you up and running. All the electrical outlets need to work. We're going to test the outlets around the house and make sure that the outlets that are supposed to be grounded are grounded. There can't be any loose wires around the house, inside or out. The roof, big one for FHA. If it's got less than 3 years, it needs to be replaced. If it looks like it has less than 5 to 10 years, most appraisers are going to call for a roof inspection by a licensed roof contractor. So just be prepared for that. Wood rot, any sort of wood rot around the house, specifically doors, windowsills, that sort of thing, has to be fixed. It's got to be either caulked, some sort of wood filler's got to go in, and it's got to be sanded and painted. FHA is also going to look for your heating and air system. Make sure that it's functional. And smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors are required by Georgia law, by Georgia code, in all levels of the house. So you need to have a smoke detector and a carbon monoxide detector in all your levels of the house. That's about it. A couple other things you can do to make it easier and make the process go better. I think I mentioned opening up the attic if it's accessible. Make it as accessible as possible. Kind of clear junk out of the way. If you have any questions, feel free to see my website, savannahappraisal.com, or give me a shout, 912-704-4464. Hope this helped.